Hi, this is June from Planet June, and today I'm going to show you several methods for attaching crocheted appliques to larger crocheted pieces, so you can decide which is the best choice for your project. In all cases here, the goal is to leave the applique looking the same before and after you attach it, as though you've just set it down on top of the surface you're attaching it to. There are two main options for attaching a crocheted applique to a background. The simplest way is to glue it down with fabric glue. This is a white glue that dries flexible and clear. To attach your applique with glue, spread a thin layer of glue over the back of the applique, making sure to include every sticking out point around the edge. Press the applique firmly onto the background so it makes good contact, and leave it to dry for 24 hours. This is fast and looks neat from both sides, but it's less secure than sewing, so it's best for decorative items. Or, you can stitch the applique down with the length of the same yarn you used to crochet it. When you stitch down an applique, the keys to getting a neat finish are to use the exact same yarn as you used to crochet the applique, and to keep your stitches inside the edge of the applique so the outline isn't disrupted. Here's what you don't want. If you stitch with a standard whip stitch or overcast stitch, like this, you'll lose the appearance of the edge of the applique and end up with a jagged edge. Look at the edge of your applique and you'll see the sideways V's all around the edge. To give a clean result, we want to leave those V's alone and stitch just inside the edge. Bring your needle up at a gap between stitches, then pass it down again at the next gap between stitches. Repeat this process all the way around the applique. You'll end up with a row of running stitches inside the edge of the applique, but they look very neat and are barely visible as they're worked in the same yarn. So that's the front of your piece, but what about the back? If the back won't be seen, you can pass your needle straight down through the background fabric to the back of the piece and back up. Your stitches will be clearly visible from the back, so although this method is fairly fast, it's only useful if the back of the fabric won't be on display, like the inside of a hat or a sweater, or if you're appliquing onto an amigurumi. If people will see the back of the fabric, like on a blanket, you can avoid this messy look by stitching more carefully. Instead of passing your needle right through the background fabric, make small stitches into the background, so each stitch passes through only the surface loops of the background stitches. This method is slow, but the stitches will be almost invisible from the back. With either sewing method, when you've finished, all the edges of the applique will be tacked down securely so the applique can't move. And that's it! Now you can choose which method you like best for each of your projects. I hope you found this useful, and if you'd like to make any of the pieces I used for the demos in this video, the crochet patterns are all available at Planet June, and you can find links in the description box for this video.